Meanwhile, Split Enz' persistence and originality is starting to attract attention. They don't play that often, but when they do, it's a real occasion.
Hiding in the wings forever. We'll take the stage. It's now or never. And the whole thing reeks of cheap striptease. The matinee idols, they all fall to their knees.
They had a sense of drama about what they did. I mean, as I said, I wasn't really into the progressive rock side of things, but the early Split Enz had a real darkness and a real sort of edge to them. The Christmas Pandemonium concerts was one in particular we went along and saw. In the second half of the show, they had the whole stage decked out as a beach, and Phil Judd's lying on a deck chair, strumming one of his slightly demonic songs on an acoustic guitar, with a New Zealand beach scene around it. It seemed like a complete contrast, and they blew my mind. I'd never seen anything quite like it. I walked out flabbergasted.
And they were good for me, but traumatic for Phil always. I mean, he hated performing. Even though he could put on an act, you know, he was very dark and interesting to watch on stage, almost scary. And he was kind of fearless, but he didn't get back the complete adoration and love that he probably wanted.
It's at a buck a head show that Split Enz spontaneously gain a new member, Noel Crombie.
And we were playing away, and all of a sudden he just appeared. Stood there looking at us to say, "This is something you're going to have to get used to, boys." Pulled off his white gloves, put them in his coat pocket, pulled out 2 spoons, and just we just went, "Oh, that is so brilliant." Everything he did was so stylish and so brilliant.
It's great to have somebody in a band who's not really in the band. Like, it's always a good energy. It slightly puts it off kilter. You know, the audience is never quite sure what's his role. And he was always one of those kind of characters, very quiet, enigmatic. You know, you'd never quite figure Noel out, but he was always immensely cool. You know, he was the coolest person that any of us knew. I mean, he didn't even seem to be trying.